Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 87, Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is September 3rd, 2024, and I'm coming at you a little earlier today. It's 7:30 p.m. I said I was getting up an hour earlier, so I was also stopping work earlier to kind of make up for that because I'm not going to lose any sleep because that's the foundation of everything, right? Yeah. Okay. So, hopefully everybody is having a great day today. I am reset to zero. My shipping is out. We had another good sales day where we hit our sales goal. I know I sound surprised, but maybe my willing the fourth quarter to start happening now, it's actually happening. We'll see. We'll see what the next couple of days hold. But I'm pretty excited about that because I've been putting a lot of work in. As I said, I've been putting the giant boulders in my schedule for listing 4 hours a day. And what I'm finding is that I'm doing the things I normally would put off because it's an hour. It's not like a number of items, anything like that. So, yesterday I did the jewelry testing, which was difficult. Today I sorted through a box of like autographs and kind of things like that. So, um, yeah, I find myself like, okay, it's okay to spend the time doing that. I have the time to do that. So my flow is a little bit better, I have to say. And it's a little bit, I'm enjoying it a little bit more. All right. So maybe something to think about if you don't do your schedule like that. Maybe that's something you want to try. But maybe not. Maybe you already have it all figured out. I hope you do. Um, so reset to zero. Joining me on this challenge are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason Santee Swapper, Shar Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Sings, Nick Mr. C Chats, Vanessa Brightest Holidays, Judith R, and Pam of Whimsy and Such. There's my little chihuahua in the background there. He must be resetting to zero as well. He better not be, actually. um, all right. So today's quote was focus is the art of knowing what to ignore. And that is James Clear, Atomic Habits. I don't know if it's from the Atomic Habits book, but anyway, focus is the art of knowing what to ignore. And I sort of touched on this topic, and the same video that I've had linked up is in the show notes. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. If not, I'm breaking it down piece by piece. I'm a little obsessive about it. So we're on step 3. It's the 7 ways to beat procrastination, but it's so much more than that. I'm not even a procrastinator, and I totally identified with this video and love the tips in it. All right. So I figure if we break it down slow, we'll get the most out of it, and like we can implement it very, I want to say like it's 7 things, so it's going to take a while. But instead of just listening to one podcast, I can talk about one topic and we can discuss it, for a couple days, depending on where it takes us. So, um, yeah, focus is the art of like knowing what to ignore. And this has really been my drive has been to focus. I have been ignoring a lot of things. I'm on a social media diet, not cutting it out, but I need to do some things to maintain it for my business because I don't want to just let it go. But I haven't really been on there. I haven't been posting. Tonight, I think when I'm done here, I'm going to do something I've been dreading putting off because I just want to get it over with and I don't want it hanging over my head anymore. And that is to go live on my Consignment channels, let people know that we will no longer be doing the weekly live selling and kind of explain why. So I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to get that over with. All right. So focus, the art of knowing what to ignore, what to concentrate on, diluted focus, you get diluted results, blah, 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 blah. So as I said, I'm going all in on eBay. That is where my focus is going to be from now until the end of fourth quarter. Then I will evaluate it. I think I'll have enough information to kind of evaluate, see if it works, see if it gets me to my goal. I am confident that it is actually going to get me to my goal. I don't mean to sound not confident, but that's the how. All right. So, with knowing what to ignore, there are a lot of tough choices that need to be made. And, maybe you've had to make these choices, but you know what, guys, we can't do it all. I'm a mom. I'm run a business. I own 2 businesses. I help people out. I have a lot on my shoulders. Taking care of the house, doing the cooking, all of the things, all of the things. And I think women especially are very guilty of, you know, feeling that they need to do everything. I know I certainly feel that I need to do everything. I try to take care of everything. I have for years. But the best piece of advice I ever got was from my first boss. He was very successful. He was a great guy. And, I was new to this. I was doing well. And he, kind of sat me down the one day and he's like, look, if you really want to be successful, you cannot do everything. You just can't. He said, do you think I could mow the grass at my house? He said, yeah, I could, but then that's taking away from what I need to focus on. And right now, this is your season for focus. You need to pay somebody to do the things that you don't have the time to do so you can really, magnify your focus. And yes, and I'm raised in a family, right? You can do it yourself. You do everything yourself. You don't hire somebody to do that. What, hire somebody to clean your house? What, are you crazy? And all those things. Why would I pay somebody to mow the yard? I'm perfectly capable of mowing my own yard. Why would I pay somebody to do, housework or laundry or go get my groceries, whatever it is? Why would you pay somebody to do that? And there's legitimate reasons because we can't do it all. What can you take off your plate? What can you offload? And I don't know, maybe you guys can encourage me because I still, to this day, this is like 30 years later, I'm still struggling with that. And I still realize the value of that piece of advice. So I'm going to maybe consider some personal things that I can take off my plate because I can't do it all. I don't have time to. When I owned the store, I hired somebody to clean the store and that was fine. But now that it's in my home, why would I hire somebody to clean my home? I don't know. It should be the same thing though, right? Like I still have the business. I still have it. Like, why am I doing that? And is it really worth my time and energy? Maybe it is. Maybe it is when I do the math. I don't know. But we can't do everything. So if you're trying to do everything, really think about it in the other lens. Like if you need to focus, you really need to focus. And we just can't do everything. It's kind of a hard pill to swallow, especially for those of us that have been raised to, do everything and not pay. So why would you pay anybody to do something like that you're perfectly capable of doing? Well, the reason is really solid and really simple. It's because your time is best spent elsewhere on what you're focusing on. And focus is not really a balance. And I'm going to be getting more into this over the next couple of days, but focus is not really a balance. It's very imbalanced, right? Like if you have that one thing you are focusing on, that needs your attention and that needs your primary focus until it gets done. And other things, have to fall aside. Maybe it's, personal things. Maybe it's other things with your business. Maybe, come up with any number of things. So it's not easy. It is necessary and we can't do it all. All right, that's more pep talk for myself. So I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll have like a house cleaner here and my yard will be freshly mowed and all the pine cones will be picked up and all that good stuff. But yeah, change doesn't happen overnight. All right, guys, those are the thoughts for today. Remember, focus is the art of knowing what to ignore. Or I'm going to change it a little bit, or hire someone else to do. All right, guys, have an awesome night. I will see you on day 88 of Reseller Reflections. Bye-bye.